Hi. This next section of work is going to be another section of pronouns. Pronouns Part II. We're going to first talk about cases. Pronouns come in three cases: nominative, that's subject, objective, that's object, and possessive, that's the one that shows ownership or possession. So nominatives are used as subjects or subject complements. For example, she is winning, the subject of the sentence, she. Or the winners were Mari and I. And so it's not Mari and me, because instead of being a direct object, that is a predicate nominative. So that's how we know to put I and not me. Objective, used as a direct or indirect object or the object of a preposition. So don't leave me. Me is the direct object. Give her the toy. Her is the indirect object. And the letter is from him. Him is the object of the preposition from. Possessive is used to show ownership, like this. That dog is theirs. We have a possessive pronoun being used as a pronoun. And then their dog, possessive pronoun being used as an adjective. A pronoun must agree with its antecedent. And number, for example, the kittens drank their milk. Kittens is plural, and and there is also plural. This little stuff here says ANT for antecedent. Sorry, that was a little small. And there is pronoun. Okay, so there stands for kittens. We could write the kittens drank the kitten's milk. But it's a little redundant, and so we choose to use pronouns. That's what pronouns are for. In gender, they need to agree with the antecedent in gender. This one says, Ms. Christina is teaching her class. So I don't say his class because Miss Christina is not a man. By the way, I do not use inclusive pronouns in Spanish or in English, and I don't intend to ever. To me, they're very confusing and unnecessary. So I always use the pronoun that refers to the actual person and not what that person might think they are, and see, I just did it. I did the wrong thing. What that person, singular, might think he or she is. Many times in speech, we use the word they to refer to a person when we don't know who the person is. And I want to try to get us to not do that, especially in writing for a formal situation, like class. Pronoun must agree with its antecedent in person. So everyone needs to bring his or her notebook. So everyone is in third person, and your would be in second person, so it wouldn't work. Everyone needs to bring your notebook. That doesn't work. Everyone needs to bring their notebook. Agrees in person, but it doesn't agree in number because everyone is singular. So anyway, I changed this one to his or her. If everybody in the group is a guy, then we could use his. We don't have a pronoun in English that is singular for when you don't know whether the person is a male or a female, so we use his or her. Agreement with compound antecedents. So we have you and I brought ours. So ours is the pronoun, the antecedent is you and I, plural, so yeah, and you and I put together make we, right? Neither Deborah nor Luis brought his notebook. It kind of works like it does with verbs. The pronoun needs to agree with the nearest antecedent if you have the antecedent joined by or nor. You might be able to hear my cat here. Let's see, agreement with indefinite pronouns. So there are singular indefinite pronouns like everyone. It sounds like it's plural, but it's actually singular. Everyone is singular pronoun, so everyone has his own opinion. Technically, in super formal English, his, and kind of old-fashioned too, in, like I'm old, and so, yeah. His is supposed to be the gender neutral pronoun. People started getting unhappy about that several decades ago, but this is technically correct. If you want, you can say everyone has his or her own opinion. Plural, both of the boys are talking to their mothers about it, so both is plural, and so it would be their mothers, not your mothers, not his mother, okay? So it's both plural, their plural. Singular, all of the milk is still in its container, so we have all of the milk, so that's a non-count noun, so it counts as singular. All of the milk is still in its container, and all of the cookies are still in theirs. So theirs with the antecedent cookies, and it's with the antecedent milk. Actually, technically the antecedent in both of those is all, but we have to know all of what we're talking about. Are we talking about an all of a count noun or all of a non-count noun? Hopefully that makes sense to you. Agreement with amounts and measurements, same kind of idea as that. 50% is not a good grade, is it? Okay, so I'm going to use it as a quantity, 50%. 3/4 of her students failed and they were disappointed, so we're talking about count noun here. If it said 3/4 of her class failed, yeah, I still would say they. Yeah, because we're still talking about individual students. Agreement with singular collective nouns that appear plural. For example, the good news was welcome. It's not the good news were welcome, because news is actually a singular noun. It looks plural, but it's singular. The media says it's true. Media might look plural, but it's actually singular. I don't really know what the singular of media or the plural of media is. Medii? I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. This is the stuff that is covered in your next section in your work. So Pronouns Part II. Hopefully this video will be helpful to you in doing those pages that I'm assigning. Happy working!